Module number 6, product innovation. So what is it that makes you stand out from the crowd? What is it that gives you a competitive advantage in the marketplace? How is your product or service offering even more value to your target market? Product innovation is a really interesting thing. And I think, with product innovation, we need to be ahead of the curve. If we're waiting till we're falling behind and we need to make changes and we're seeing our competitors move ahead before us, it's kind of too late. So we always need to be on the front foot, actively looking for ways to innovate our product. You may recall the video I made, the N+1 theory, and it's around how to build extra value and stack more and more value on top of the value you're already delivering. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So let's have a think about it. Let's have a think about the special sauce in your business. What is it that you actually deliver to your clients? Is it, let's say, if you're an IT company, are you a managed service provider? Let's say you're in the footwear business, you're selling shoes, or let's say you're in the lending business. Well, so what is it for you? How are you actually different from the competitors that are out there? And so what I want to do is actually share with you a couple of stories. As you know, I bought a business called Bell Surf Wax, and at the time I bought it and I thought it was really, really good for two reasons. Number one, it was a highly scalable product, being how small it was. I could send it all over the world. And number two, it had the Bells Beach name associated to it. So I always thought massive amount of awareness. But my point of entry, the traditional point of entry would be going into the retail space, selling into shops, to surf shops, and competing with brands that have been around for a long period of time. So you think of, Sex Wax or Mrs. Palmer's and all the other types of surf wax. So here I am sitting here, how can I innovate my product and attack the market from a different angle? That way, can cut through, can get attention, can appear different, and add even more value. So it's really around that innovation. So, I stopped and I thought about it, and it was all about the delivery. It was like the packaging of the product. It was all about the meaning behind the product. There's all these surf wax businesses selling surf wax, which is great, but that's the end of it. So what if there was a surf wax business that actually empowered teenagers? Okay, so you might be thinking, well, what's that got to do with surfing? And the fact is, it's actually got nothing to do with surfing. But it's a sense of contribution and making a difference. I'm not sure if you've seen Thank You Water, Daniel Flynn. He brought out a product, water, but the water, like water, right? Like I know, crazy. Water, but it was Thank You Water, and proceeds from this water went to helping developing countries. So something as simple as water gets positioned in the marketplace against really saturated marketplace, and that ends up cutting through and making a difference. So same with Bell Surf Wax. It's cutting through, it's making a difference, it's selling surf wax, it's traction, it's a traction company, right? But it's so much more than a traction company. It's about connecting with teenagers all over the world, empowering them to live their best life. Yeah, it's surf wax. So have a think about your business. What business are you really, really in? What can you add to your formula that could be working right now to make it even better? What can you add to your formula right now that adds even more value to the marketplace? What value can you add to your formula right now that makes a difference in the world? Where we're becoming more and more conscious around humanity and the environment as every day goes by. If you're looking at the news, social media, we've got a massive shift in the psychology of humanity. And people are looking, and people are helping, and people are reaching out even more and more and more. So, I think there's a real opportunity for you if you're in your market and you're doing what you think doing, and you're kind of looking for new and fresh ways to cut through. I think there's a massive opportunity to cut through even more, make a substantial difference. So, challenge to you is, how can you make your product better? Who can you contribute to? How can you drive more value?